All right. Welcome back to Eyes Open Media. We are in final hours of Western Musa, as you guys know, from May 15th through May 27th, the beginning of Ramadan. We are in final hours for liberation of body. I just did the video on Eyes Open on the main channel, Currency 365, or a body talking about that there will be a proper celebration for Musa after he releases the major announcement of liberation. Okay, so we're waiting on that. He could do it over the weekend, or he could do it at the Arab summit, at the Saudi Arab summit. Okay, with the presence of Donald Trump there and other kings and presidents and prime ministers as well. Okay, so we don't know. We're just waiting, standing by. As you can see on the map here, 17 Tomas must end. It must get completed. And I think when this is completed, they'll probably just announce this and this one down here on the side, and then all this as well. Because the other chart that we were looking at, this was already completed. So and so now we got this fully completed, which is the Al Rafai district. Okay, so right here is done. So I don't know. This should be also done, and this should be also done as well. I mean, you can get that, but you're not having these done. So we should hear about these two being done soon. Also, this one up here as well, and then of course this, and then this strip right here, and then 17 Tomas. So they all should be done here very shortly. Okay, hopefully in the next 12 hours, 48 hours, we can get all this. I'm surprised that we don't have 17 Tomas already. It's been almost 72 hours. By tonight it will be 72 hours since we came in here. So we should have these things done by now. And also this one right here should be completely green all the way down. All the maps have it completely green except for the Nineveh Command Center map, so it's just delayed. And then most of the maps have this already completed down here. We know we just got that one done, so on the map today it should show that's completed. Maybe this will be halfway green, and this should also be done. This should be done. This should be done. Okay, and then we should just be worried about the right coast connector. Once Friday hits, we should be at the right coast connect. Everything should be done by Friday above the bridge, and then we should just be worried about the right coast connector going into the weekend. That's what we see, but we don't know if that's going to happen or not. Of course, they have slowed down tremendously on the pace of completing Mosul. They've taken a lot of the troops and put them out to the west side over here and into Ambar and the other places to get all that stuff done. And so there's minimum amount of troops in this area. It's mainly federal police, counterterrorism, federal police, and rapid response. That's it. Okay, so it's going a little bit slower now. For some reason, they didn't speed it up into completion. They have actually completely slowed it down a lot. So let's see what happens over by Friday, and let's see what happens. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure, because I did say on the video that we didn't look like we got anything today, but we did get this part here, and we should already have these two as well done as well. So I want to hear those announced liberated. Moving on, I am on Steemit. Steemit.com, STEEMIT.com / at currency 365, as you guys can see here. Okay, so I just posted. I had posted this video earlier today. This is from what's it called? News BTC. And so I post this lady's roundup videos, and I just posted my chart, and I'm also going to post the video I did on earlier today about a body announcement, and then I'm going to post this video probably on there as well later today. Okay, so Steemit.com, you get paid when people power up you and like your videos and stuff like that, and they have a presence inside the platform, and you can get paid. I think one of my videos did that one did 10 cents. That one did 10 cents. What is the highest video I've done so far? A lot of these things don't even have 1 cent, 7 cents, 0 cents, 0 cents, 0 cents. I mean, some of these things don't even have any money on them. So, and that's because the people that are powering up the videos, they don't have any influence on the Steemit platform. And then you got videos down here, 6 cents. Let me see, what's the highest one? I got one 32 cents. So 32 cents is the highest one I've done. I've seen what's his name had one that had Shinoden had one that had like $58. Okay, and I know some of the people I'm following, they do like 30, 40 bucks per video. So and then you got Crypto, which is Omar. Bam, he's doing like 28 to 100 bucks per video. So all depends on who you are and your following and how many people are active in Steam it. And those are the ones that are gonna make you money. So I actually got to go through my followings, and I'm gonna be one-upping those videos today. I let people make videos, and then I one up it days later, so it can have more value. That's what I was told by Shenodens. I don't know if that's true or not, but Shenoden, if you're listening, I'll be upping your videos. So let's see what happens. Okay. So anyways, joint forces. Okay, this is different. Joint forces freed 98% of the right coast area. Okay, so it is Joint Operations Command. Okay, Joint Operations Command, General blah 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 said on Tuesday that they killed this many people, and that they pointed out that 98% of the area of Mosul is liberated. Okay. The right coast he spoke. Now 98%. Now see, here's the thing. It's saying that 98%, but yet they were telling the world it was 89.9%. 89.9% of Western Mosul liberated. Mosul is at 98%. Okay, so there's 2% left, which is the last 10% basically of Western Mosul. That's what it seems like they're saying. We could be wrong. I don't know. And, let me go back to the chart, because that's what we can tell on the chart. So on this chart, how many? Now we have this green. So we have this green. We have this white here, and this should be all green right here with a bunch of orange. So we can't even count this because they're keeping this gray for a reason, for symbolic reasons. But this should be filled with gray. Filled with orange and green, right? Just mixture of orange and green. But it's not. It's still gray for a reason. There's symbolic reason that they're keeping that gray for some reason. I don't know. Anyway, so you got a little bit of white here, a little bit of white there, a little bit of white on the strip here. That's green now. So you got white, and then white here. So you think about it and you look at the rest of the map. Is this 10%? Is this little area right? Is this strip 10%? It could be, or is it, is it 5%? Is it 2% of this whole entire map? I think it's more than 2%. I would say it's 5%. Between 5 to 10%. From this strip here all the way down here to this. It could be 10%. You can say 10%, but I think it's because we have this now. You can say it's probably 7%, and we have most of this 17 Tomahawks now as well. So you could say we got like 5% left to go. Really. But this is the biggest part of the the right coast connector is the most populated part, and basically the biggest part. You got some bigger landscapes out here, but this is the most populated part, narrow part, and things of that nature. But either way, it's on the map. If you're looking at the map as a whole, we got like 5% left to go, right? So 95%, 98%. They say 98%. That's fine. We just want them to declare Mosul's over, right? Let's declare Mosul's over and lift the value. Let's go. We don't really care about too much of. We ain't causing no harm. So it is what it is. I don't know what that was all about, but anyways, yeah. So 98% is done. Let's see here. They gave a whole bunch of statistics yesterday, and that was signaling the end, right? Because once you give the whole statistics of the war, you're signaling the end. It's coded, right? For those that are decoders, if somebody's signaling all the stats, their career is over, right? Or if they single all the stats, they know that. And they weren't talking about the stats for the month. Usually they'll go, okay, this is the stats for the month of May, right? So far. Or this was the stats for April. No, it was the stats from when they begun the war. Yesterday he came in front, the chief came in front, and the chief of staff or whoever, the army chief came in front of the cameras and told the world the total stats from October, beginning of the war, till now. So that's how that's coded for that. It's over. And then Brett and the U.S. envoy was congratulating everybody, taking pictures. They were celebrating. Body comes out today and said there's gonna be a proper celebration after I make the major announcement. So that's how you know too. Hey, wake up! This guy is sleeping over here. I know I can't be that boring. I'm trying to be as loud as possible. Okay, whoa. We need to look at Hillary. Whoa, what is she doing over there? Okay, let me go off topic here because we're about to end this. Digibyte. For those that did not get in, I mean, I didn't get in either, but I have a reason why I didn't get in, and you'll know why, later, but on the main channel. But awesome. I didn't need to get in. That's probably I didn't need to get in. Okay, so but yeah, we Mike called this thing early. He did a review. I'm not sure if the review was on this channel or the main channel. We did a review on this thing, and it just and then I came back and I showed you guys the maps, and I was talking about Digibyte, and on the main channel I was saying you guys need to get in this. You guys need to get in this. I would grab some here at 0.0015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 0.002. I would just grab some. I'll just grab about $100 and let it go, and just let it fly. The CEO's calling for $1. I'm calling for 1 cent test, and then break of that, it will go to 10 cents. And you just saw what Ripple did, and Ripple went to 40 cents, and this thing has almost the same amount of circulation as Ripple. Ripple has 36 billion in circulation, but they have a whole bunch of that not out and actually in circulation. Is actually in the banks. Okay, so they don't really have that much. They probably have the same amount of money in circulation. So if they have if they have it in circulation, and a lot of people are hoarding these coins too, they're not actually being traded up and down. A lot of people have bought this at the cheap, very, very cheap level, and they're hoarding it until 1 cent plus. So this thing can go up very, very fast, which it has. So yeah, congratulations to everybody that made money in this, and if you continue to hold, we should see 1 cent plus here, and continue just to go up. And we're looking at the 1 cent. We're looking for 10 cents, and it should be able to match Ripple. There's no reason why they doing deals with Visa, and the CEO's calling for 1 cent. I mean $1. So come on, this thing should easily be able to go to 10 cents. Okay, and I think that's it. There it is on the chart, just absolutely exploding. It's still going up. Jeez. Okay, no stopping it. It's in blue skies. I even told you guys it was in blue skies, and I even told you guys if it doesn't fall below 0.0014, it's good. It's good, because if it does, and then it would have to come back above it and try to break it and stuff. But it stayed above 0.0014. The bulls kept it above that level, and then they just hammered it and exploded it. All right, so that's it for me. Talk to you guys later. We're in final hours of Musul. I know you guys hate when I clap. That's that blackness, man. I don't know what it is, man. I hate it too. I'll be like, what am I doing? You know what I mean? Like, stop that black stuff, but it's the blackness in me. Sometimes it comes out a little bit, you know what I mean? At least it's better than, snapping. Well, I do snap my fingers too. Snap your fingers. Hey. Go body, hey body. So it's coming up soon. Somebody's like, how you going to be talking about hey body when you chop this head off? You only chop people's head off that you love, right? You only come after people that you see potential in, right? This is why you're so hard on your kids, right? Because you see massive potential in them. The people that I avoid, the people I don't talk about, are people that I don't see potential in. If I see potential in you, I'm coming after you. I'm gonna try to get the best out of you, and that's what I do with a body, because he has the potential to do what he's supposed to do, and it looks like he is going to do what he's supposed to do finally. But we had to get the potential out of him. We had to get that courage out of him, because he was scared. Remember, he even said I have to give my life for the reforms, and he was very, very scared about that. So we understand that he's been finally coming into courage, because he has no choice but to do this, and he knows that. He knows he has no choice but to do it for his people. You know, even if it costs him his life, he has to do it. So it is what it is. So you know, when we angry at people, when we come at people, it's because because we see potential in them. Doesn't mean you don't have to have respect for them or anything like that, but it's because you see potential in somebody. You'll take the time out to discuss them. Okay. So there it is. All right. So talk to you guys later. I got some people. Look like I got some notifications and stuff on Twitter. So let me get to work here. All right. Talk to you guys later. Map update coming. Let's see how the map looks. Hopefully this is green on the map. Maybe the map will come out before this. They got the official announcement on here. Hopefully not. Hopefully we see that green. Hopefully we might even see these two greens, and maybe hopefully you see this green. And hopefully by Friday this whole top is green, and we can just focus on the right coast connector like we're supposed to by today. You know, I thought today we were going to be able to just focus on the right coast connector, but it looks like it's going to be probably by Friday. Hopefully, we'll see. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye. Eyes open.